Wicked Man by lawyer, musician, and social media's rock star lawyer, Attorney Don Carlo Ybanez. Good morning, Attorney. And good morning, I'm Gerg Cahiles. Today we give you music that resonates to people's sentiments here at the forefront. Joining me this morning is Attorney Ybanez, Attorney Carlo.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, sir. You played Wicked Man.
Wicked Man, yeah.
Pakikwento nyo nga lang sa amin, what's the story behind that song?
Well, the story behind the song is that it's actually something about nature. So the Wicked Man here is us, the Wicked Man, no? It's from the point of view of nature because the nature sees us as wicked because we are destroying nature as it is right now, no? So this song was written by our guitarist, si Brian. So at the time, he wanted to express his frustration about nature, about what's happening.
Pero of course, parang nakaka-relate din kami, no? On a political standpoint, meron bang ibang kahulugan
Yes,
ito, Attorney?
of course. Lalo na sa mga nangyayari ngayon, no? There are a lot of wicked men out there. So medyo may patama rin yan sa mga nangyayari ngayon.
And of course, kilala kayo as no fear, no? Pagdating sa pag-express nyo rin ng inyong mga political views, etc. Tell us more. Paano ba nag-resonate yung music sa panahon na there's like political turmoil at may mga pagbabago sa lipunan natin?
We've always believed, I myself and we as a band, we've always believed that music plays a big part not only in politics, but also in society. So everything we do, we reflect it in music. And throughout history, music has always been a voice that we want to believe that it gives change. It fosters change for the better. So we believe and we are hoping that because of our music, we are inspiring people to do better, to change, and to make the world a little better.
Now, talk about the band. No? Anong year kayo na-form at paano kayo nabuo?
Hey Moonshine was formed in 2016. We were actually from different bands. No, I was in another band before, as well as my other friends. We were in different bands. Then our guitarist, si Brian, he had songs that none of the bands existing at the time were doing. Medyo different siya. It's southern rock. So if you listen to the Black Rose, Allman Brothers, yun yung tunog ng southern rock. It's more identified in the southern part of the US. So wala pang ganong band here. So he formed a group and he tapped me as one of them to make this music come to life, his ideas. So that's Brian. He's actually in Texas right now and siya yung nagbuo ng band. And that's
So kaya, kasi taga-Texas siya.
Yes.
Alright,
so
okay.
Yun, that's how it formed, yung Hey Moonshine.
But of course, abogado na kayo nung
Yes,
mabuo tong Hey Moonshine. So, wala bang, alam mo yun, mga conflicting siguro sa schedules, etc. Because I'm sure you are very busy as a lawyer as well.
Yeah, meron talaga. There's always a conflict, but it's always a matter of time management. It's a matter of prioritizing. Of course, if you have cases, if I have hearings, medyo mauna yun, no?
Yun ang priority, of course.
Of course, yeah. Especially if a client is, umaasa yung client sa'yo, di ba? You can't just say, may tugtog ako, di ba? So, of course, that's the priority. And then after that, pag meron ng mga time, then that's the time we go to music.
When did your love for music start?
I think I was born with the love of music. No? As early as I can remember, I have already been in love with music. In fact, kasi, my father was the one who introduced me not only to music but to rock. No? Because my dad is a Beatlemaniac. So dyan ako nag-start. So when I was little, we were kids pa lang. He was singing to us, pag pinapatulog niya kami, always singing the Beatles. What's this song? Once There Was a Way, Golden Slumbers by the Beatles. So yun, when my dad passed away actually, I played that song at his funeral kasi yun nga yung tinutugtog nila sa amin.
And you are playing the bass.
Right now, yes.
Right now. Pero prior to that, iba pa yung instrumentong ginagawa mo.
Actually, my latest instrument is the bass, but I actually started out with the piano. I think everyone who started in music starts with the piano because that's the basic. Even when we're little talaga, dalawa lang yan, either piano talaga or sports, di ba? So yan ang pinapag-aral sa atin. Now, after the piano, I shifted to classical guitar. I studied in Yamaha for classical guitar. But when I joined the band, my first instrument in a band was the drums. I was a drummer before. So I played the drums. Kaya lang, the reason I gave up drums is kasi nasa background eh. Nasa likod. Ayoko nasa likod. Gusto ko nasa harap ako. So, I can't sing. So, hindi ako pwedeng vocalist talaga. So, I picked up the bass. And the bass actually is the instrument closest to the drums kasi ano rin siya, beat rin siya.
Yes,
so it's closest to the drums. So I picked up the bass.
So it's important, no, na from learning the piano sa classic guitar, sabi mo nga, drums. So dapat ba ang isang musician all around siya or you have to focus?
Well, you have to learn music theory. That's one thing. You have to know music. If you know music theory, madali ka na mag-shift sa ibang instruments. So I believe if you are a musician, it's easy to shift to different instruments. Pero if you really want to be a good musician, you should concentrate on one instrument.
Okay, but did that take time for you to learn one instrument to another?
From the piano to the guitar, it took time. But after that, from the guitar na, and then drums, and then bass, medyo madali na eh. Kasi medyo na-form lang yung music theory mo eh. So you just transpose the things that you will do with piano, you transpose it to guitar. The things you'll do guitar, you transpose it to the bass. The drums is a different instrument, more of the beat yan, no? So, yeah, I studied drums rin, but it didn't take that long.
Which one is your favorite?
Bass talaga.
Bass talaga.
The bass guitar. I fell in love with the bass the moment I picked up the bass. I fell in love with it.
And currently, anbawa, when you're playing with the band, kasi sabi mo, you're playing the bass, and then you give that that feel, ano? Ano bang pakiramdam when you're playing the bass? Sabi mo, gusto mo lagi nasa harap ka.
Yeah.
So wala namang tipong awayan sa pagitan ng the lead guitarist and of course your vocalist as well. If you all wanted to be in front and center.
Hindi naman siguro. Well, we give space to everyone.
Okay.
No? We give our space. Especially kung may nagli-lead na, pupunta na ako sa likod niyan. And then if our vocalist is doing the solos, siya yan, no? So, but anytime I can go to the front, I do that.
Ano ba 'yun? Is this saan nagagaling 'yun, attorney?
Ano na yan, parang telepathy na yan eh. Parang when you're in the stage, nababasa nyo na isip ng isa't isa eh. Especially if you've been playing for a long time. Alam nyo na kung lalakad to sa simula, alam mo na yung mga gagawin niya. So parang mental telepathy na yan.
Kumbaga, alam mo na yung kilos nung bawat kabanda.
Correct.
Alam mo na, napapakiramdaman mo na. But attorney, this is something that I really wanted to ask. Of course, you play somewhat political songs as well. Mabuti nagkakasundo-sundo kayong magkakabanda pagdating sa usaping politika.
Correct. Yeah. Hindi namin pinag-usapan yon. It just happens that back in 2022 during the elections, no, we were invited to join one of the rallies ni Lenny.
Kulay ng time mo ngayon.
Yes. We were invited to join the Cavite Grand Rally. At that time, wala pa kaming nilalabas na mga political stance. When we talk to each other, pareho pala kami ng political stance. So it didn't become a question of differences anymore. Nagkakapare-pareho kami. Nagkakataon lang na pareho kami ng political stance.
Pero ang usaping politika, iniiwasan yung pag-usapan, especially kapag may gig kayo or you're sitting together, may rehearsal, or it is something na hindi talaga pumapasok sa isip nyo kapag magkakasama kayo?
Pumapasok rin kasi, when you have a stand, not just political, but your stand in life, no? Pumapasok yan in your daily lives eh. So, hindi na iwasan na napapag-usapan yan. It's part of us, it's part of our music. So talagang talagang pumapasok siya during sa usapan. And hindi naman siya it's not taboo that we talk about it. Parang natural lang.
Natural na napag-uusapan ninyo. And it's good because nagiging inspiration ba yan sa mga music na ginagawa ninyo?
Yes. If you listen to some of our songs or most of our songs, medyo may halong social relevance. social relevance and current events
Okay.
ang mga music.
Kasi itong huling linggo, you performed sa isang rally,
Yes.
no? Na trillion peso march rally. Saan ba? Sa Luneta or sa...
We started in Luneta and then we transferred to
wow!
to
So,
EDSA.
tinuog niyo yung dalawang stage pala, no? And you performed Simulan Mo Na.
Simulan mo na,
Oo.
yes. Yeah.
Talk about Simulan Mo
Okay.
Na.
Simulan mo na, actually, this was written again by Brian after the elections. Because after elections, like I said, we were active in the 2022 elections for good governance, no? And then, there was a time that we thought that we needed a song to reflect our political stance. So, Simulan mo na, it's not just a political stance, a song about the political stance. It's actually a call to action. It's not just about us. It's a call to action to everyone, especially the youth, to stand up. Simulan nyo na ang pagbabago because we believe that change will start actually in everyone. No? So,
Kamusta yung reception ng crowd sa kanta?
maganda, especially during the EDSA rally. When we started yung Simulan mo na, and may mga lyrics kasi doon na medyo malakas ang dating. Medyo nakaka-trigger din sa iba yung mga part ng lyrics na yon. Ano talaga, pag yung part ng lyrics na yon kinukwento na or kinakanta ng vocalist namin, the crowd goes wild talaga.
Wow! O sige, Atty, pakinggan natin a portion of that performance during the Trillion Peso March. So ngayon ito, attorney, we're seeing na nagpa-perform kayo, you're seeing the youth, especially. Ang daming sumamang kabataan during the Sunday's protest.
Ang dami.
Anong pakiramdam?
Ang pakiramdam napakaganda, no? When we were there in EDSA, ang nararamdaman mo talaga is nagkakaisa talaga yung mga tao. And it's not just the youth, everyone from every walk of life, matanda, bata, babae, lalaki, mahirap, mayaman, everyone from every walks of life. Nagkakaisa talaga sila eh. And at that moment, meron actually dyan, during that rally, may special moment na favorite kami. Kasi merong part dyan sa Simulan Mo na siya, bumabagal at nagsusolo na na we are asking everyone to sing.
To sing with
Sisimulan ko na. And everyone was singing at that time. Yun nga,
Goosebumps ba?
Oo, sobra. Naiiyak nga ako during the stage eh. Imagine, buong EDSA sumisigaw na Simulan Mo na. So it was like we felt that our song became an anthem for change at that time.
And that's important for musicians that the song resonates really with your crowd.
Correct.
And sabi nga nila, simula pa lang din naman ito ng maraming mga pagkilos ng mga tao, especially that we are seeing a lot of corruption issues in our nation. Maraming na-unfold every day.
Correct.
So, attorney, are you optimistic that this will continue at yung banda nyo ba, Hey Moonshine, will continue to perform sa mga kalsada?
We are very optimistic that change is starting. Kasi nga, we are very much aware. And ngayon, we are calling out corruption eh. Unlike before, hinahayaan lang natin yan eh. Right now, we are calling out corruption na. So, I'm very optimistic. And I am hoping that our music will be part of this change. Hey Moonshine will, as long as we're needed, we will always be there. Kung kailangan kami nandyan sa rally or anywhere, we will always be there.
Wala kayong kinikilalang, let's say, grupo. Basta tungkol sa anti-corruption, pagbabago, you are always ready.
As long as our stand is the same as those who wants us there, we will be there.
But attorney, I'm curious kasi pinapanood ko nga itong video nyo ngayon. Itong mga banda mates mo, saan-saan ba nanggaling itong mga ito at ano yung mga background nila?
Okay. Si Gian, our vocalist, is a chef.
Wow.
So chef siya. Oo.
Interesting.
We started out, we have si Brian, our lead guitarist, he's an engineer. He's in the US now, and I think he's doing consultancy work as an engineer in the US. One of our backup vocalists, si Angela, is a medical doctor. No? some of our musicians now, they are social media people. So yon, yan yung background ng band.
Oh, well, interesting because it's a mix of professionals,
Yes,
ano?
yes.
And seems like you don't need money to,
Kailangan pa rin.
Di ba?
Kailangan pa rin natin ng pera,
Pero
syempre.
nagpapatuloy, of course, yung music ninyo.
Yeah.
And kahit kayo magkakasama, you can stand on your own.
Yes, so kaya naman.
And you can do whatever music you like.
Yes, of course.
Pero,
yeah.
tama ba that you are, meron kayong record label?
Yes.
Oo.
We were signed under Viva Records from 2016 to 24 last year lang. Last year lang nag-end yung contract namin. And as of now, hindi pa kami nagre-renew, but we were part of Viva Records before.
Okay, pero yan ba ang mga, pag meron kang record label, nakaka-apekto ba yan sa klase ng music na ginagawa?
Ang maganda sa Viva Records, hindi sila masyadong nakikialam. And madali silang kausap. In fact kasi, merong song, like yan, simulan mo na. That song was political, di ba? Medyo, I don't know if iba sa stand nila or what. Pinag-usapan lang namin, sinabi lang namin sa kanila that we have this song that is leaning towards one side of the political spectrum, no? Sabi lang nila okay lang, we can release it not under Viva Records. So madali sila kausap.
Ngayon, in terms of your panyeros, no, mga fellow lawyers, nag-iba ba yung perception pag nalaman nila na ikaw yung rockstar lawyer na napapanood nila sa social media?
Well, hindi naman masyado because yun nga, when I'm in the legal community, medyo yung yung identity ko as a musician, medyo nasa side siya, no? I'm more of a lawyer when I'm in the legal community. When I'm in the music community, I'm more of a musician. So, although meron time syempre naghahalo yan, pero yun nagbibigyan ko, na-delineate ko yung line.
Buti pagpasok mo sa courtroom, hindi ka yung, Mr. Rockstar Lawyer. Wala namang gano'n.
Minsan.
Meron din.
minsan may ganon.
Alright, but anyway, aside from posting your gigs, you also post legal advice and opinion online. So this week, nag-viral yung isang post mo regarding restitution before a state witness.
Yes.
Let's watch this.
Okay.
Sabi ni Remulla, kung gusto mag-state witness ng mga diskaya, kailangan isoli muna nila ang mga ninakaw. Sabi ni Marcoleta, hindi pwede yon dahil wala ito sa batas. Sino tama sa kanila? Mali si Marcoleta dyan. Oo nga, wala sa batas na kailangan ng restitution bagong maging state witness. Pero hindi ibig sabihin nito, walang power ang DOJ Secretary na gawing requirement ito. Malinaw sa RA 6981 that the DOJ is expressly tasked to formulate and implement the Witness Protection Program. Sabi ng Supreme Court, the government prosecutor is afforded much leeway in choosing whom to admit into the program. Ibig sabihin, nasa kapangyarihan ng DOJ kung sino tatanggapin. Kung ayaw ng DOJ gawing state witness ang mga diskaya for any reason at all, walang magagawa si Marcoleta or kung sino man. Kung gusto nila pumasok as state witness, sundin nila ang kondisyon. Kung ayaw nilang ibalik ang ninakaw, edi wag, makulong sila. Bottom line, the DOJ Secretary has the power to impose conditions. And restitution is not only a valid condition, it is fair. Dahil walang tunay na hustisya kung hindi na ibabalik ang ninakaw sa taong bayan.
Attorney, let's talk about that. It's a very clear explanation why restitution is necessary for someone to be a state witness.
Correct, yeah.
And also, at the same time, ano ba yung nag-push sa'yo to post something like this, no? On your social media?
Okay, when I was watching the Senate hearing, nakita ko yung argument ni Marcoleta at ni DOJ Secretary Remulla. Yan ang unang pumasok sa isip ko. I was wondering, bakit hindi nire-raise ni DOJ Secretary Remulla yon? Pero kasi si DOJ Secretary Remulla, medyo lang siya, medyo laid back lang siya at that time Parang si Senator Marcoleta yung nag-argue talaga eh. But I wanted to be the lawyer of Remulla at that hearing kasi gusto ko sabihin na mali si Marcoleta kasi sabi niya, it's not right na sabihin niya you cannot impose a condition because the DOJ Secretary or the DOJ itself has the authority, nasa batas yan, has the authority to impose any condition that they want. Kahit walang pwedeng gawin. It's not just restitution. Kung gusto niya, kung ano man ang condition na ilagay niya, nasa batas yan. Pwede siyang mag-impose ng kondisyon.
Nanonood ka, of course, ng mga Senate hearings, ano?
Yes, oo.
Anong pakiramdam that, every hearing, maraming mga bagay yung na-unfold. And as a lawyer na nakakaalam ng batas, kung paano nagkakaroon ng, how will I say this? Parang nagkakaroon ng circus, let's say, at kapag bali-bali ng batas, depende sa, siguro, kung sino ang nagsasabi ng narrative. How do you react?
Well, mixed feelings siya, no? May mga times na natatawa ako, na nakita ko merong mga tao dyan sa ating gobyerno na hindi alam yung batas. Minsan nakakatawa. Minsan, nakakagulat rin kasi meron ring mga times na may mga senators or may mga people in the Senate hearing na ang ganda naman ng mga arguments, no? Minsan rin nakakagalit kasi meron nga yung mga ganyang away, may mga ganyang politics na hindi naman dapat. So when I watch the Senate hearings, talagang mixed feelings talaga siya. Iba-iba yung nararamdaman kong feelings.
Kaya nga biglang napapost ka nitong pagpapaliwanag about restitution and it gained millions of views.
Yes.
2.7 million and counting, And this is important. Of course, natututo tayo from what we are watching on social media. Pero nagbabasa ka ba ng mga comments?
Nagbabasa akong comments to a point.
Yeah.
To a point. Pero may mga times na hindi ko na binabasa. Unang-una, sobrang dami. Pangalawa, merong mga comments na na hindi naman dapat binabasa eh. So,
which one is, yung pinaka siguro mabigat para sa'yo, isang klaseng comment na nabasa mo?
Meron ako isang comment na medyo gustong mag-away pero hindi ko na lang pinapansin. Ang sabi niya, kasi parang nakita yata may gitara ako, sabi niya, mag-gitara ka na lang, kaya ka pala walang pinapanalo. May mga ganun. So, unang-una sabi ko, paano nalaman wala akong pinapanalo, diba? Tapos, paano kinalaman ng gitara sa pagpapanalo ng kaso, di ba?
Yeah.
So, anyway, I make it a point na hindi ko na lang pinapansin yung mga comments.
So pag may bashers ka, disregard mo na lang or pero sabi mo kanina parang may urgent or may urge ka rin somehow to respond. Pero anong ginagawa mo pag may naiisip ka na pero okay, wait, hold on.
Iniisip ko na lang, it's not worth my time.
Nakakagalit? Nakakagalit ba? Naapektuhan ba yung...
Hindi naman nakakagalit, pero nakagulat lang yung mga ganong comments. No?
Now, how do you choose yung mga legal advice na pinopost mo online?
Kung ano lang yung... kasi parang nagpa-pop up sa isip ko every now and then, especially when I see things. No? Katulad, actually meron akong naisip kanina nung pinapanood ko yung replace ng Senate hearings kahapon. Bigla lang pumasok sa isip ko. Nakita ko kasi si Senator Bato, sinasabi niya yung death penalty. No?
Yes.
So I want to make a comment about that later on about the death penalty.
So
mga
abangan natin yung comment mo on death penalty.
Yeah.
Pero what's your stand? Total nandito na rin. Ayoko unahan yung post mo, but yeah.
Okay. Legally speaking, no, as our law stands now, no, hindi mo may impose ang death penalty as of now. Maraming legal barriers dyan. Merong mga batas na sinasabi na you can't impose death penalty. Pangalawa, meron tayong mga treaties, international treaties na we are signatories that we will not impose death penalty. And yung Constitution mismo natin, sinasabi death penalty cannot be imposed unless kung heinous crimes. No? So merong mga legal impediments. Pero it's not impossible to impose the death penalty.
Kung isa sa batas nila.
Oo, kung i-repeal nila yung mga existing na batas, i-amend nila yung Constitution at hindi na tayo maging signatory sa mga international treaties. So medyo mahirap, medyo ang daming gagawin para ma-impose ang death penalty.
And baka mawala pa tayo sa focus sa watas, sa corruption.
Yeah.
But anyway, attorney, to those who are watching, saan ba natin mapapanood ang Hey Moonshine?
Well, meron kaming mga scheduled gigs. We don't have regular gigs, but we usually post it online. Our next gig is in Marikina on next Saturday, which is October 4, I think. It's next Saturday, yeah. October 4, in Marikina for a festival called the Fire Fest. So we will
Okay.
be part of that on October 4.
And of course, her social media accounts, i-plug mo na para i-follow ka nila at matuto sila
Yes.
tungkol sa batas, hindi
Oo.
lang puro sa music.
Well, follow my Facebook page, my TikTok, Attorney Carlo Ybanez. And for my band, we have a Facebook, we have a Instagram, Hey Moonshine. So nandiyan nakapost ng gigs, and sa aking Facebook page, meron akong mga legal advice na binibigay doon.
Alright, so pagbibigyan tayo ulit ni Attorney Carlo ng isa pang song, ano?
Alright.
So as he prepares, I'll thank you very much, Attorney Carlo, for your time and joining us this morning. So once again, Attorney Carlo with another Hey Moonshine original song, Ilang Beses.
Naaalala mo ba ito ang gusto mong mangyari? Umiiwas pa ng tingin, wala akong masabi. O bakit nga ba di mo kayang kalimutan na lang? Di ko kailangan ang iyong malalamig na salita. Di ko kailangang tumuma ng nag-iisa. Mag-rock and roll na ng mag-rock and roll na lang. Ilang beses pa bang pagpipilitan? Ilang beses pa bang masasaktan? Ilang gabi ba iyong aabutan? Gising, 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 gising.
Thank you again to our rock star lawyer, Attorney Carlo Ybanez. Now,
Rin lang naman ikaw